5 defeats in a row, no goals in those 5 games. European football slipping away. The pressure has ramped up even more on the Chelsea boss, Liam Rosenior. As you can see, our chief correspondent, Carve Solcott, has joined us for some huge breaking news, Carve.
Yeah, I can tell you now that Liam Rosenior has left Chelsea. Chelsea have decided to make a change. He's leaving the club today. He's been told that he's no longer Chelsea head coach, even though back in January he signed a contract until 2032. Last night, the performance and the result was the final straw. The Chelsea sporting leadership team felt that they just had to make a change to try and salvage something from this season. In the short term, Callum McFarland is going to become the interim head coach again. You remember earlier this year when Enzo Maresca decided to leave Chelsea, Callum McFarland, who was the former under-21 coach, became the interim head coach. He was in charge for a very credible 1-1 draw, I think it was, away at Manchester City. Then he was in charge for the game that they lost at Fulham. He will be in charge between now and the end of the season. So he'll be in the dugout at Wembley on Sunday for this huge game against Leeds United and also for the other Premier League games until the end of the season. I'm being told that at the end of this season, Chelsea will appoint a permanent new head coach. They don't have a shortlist at the moment. They have not spoken to anybody about who that could be. But obviously, there are some big name experienced managers who are going to be available. One final thing I would say to you is sometimes people will think Liam had a contract until 2032. He's only been there for what? People think that Chelsea's football leadership team go into the dressing room after every game to sort of, get a debrief in how he's running the team. I think what they do is the football leadership team go in the dressing room to show support to him and the players. So I think that is a bit of a red herring. The main reasons leaving Chelsea today is one, results. Results simply haven't been good enough over the past couple of weeks. The second main reason...
Liam, it's another league defeat without scoring. In many respects, did that feel like the worst of the lot in terms of the performance?
By far. It was unacceptable in every aspect of the game, unacceptable in attitude. I keep coming out and defending the players. That's indefensible, that performance tonight. The amount of the goals we conceded, the amount of duels that we lost, the lack of intensity in the team. And something needs to change drastically here right now.
What have you said to the players? Why do you think they put that performance in?
Why? We need to look in the mirror. I need to look in the mirror, but I can't keep coming out here defending some of the things that we're seeing. Manchester United, genuinely, the result wasn't there. Felt we turned a corner, but the general attitude, spirit was lacking. Determination, maybe 3 or 4 out of the 11. That's nowhere near enough for this club. It's nowhere near enough. I can't come out and lie. I'll tell the truth. That was an unacceptable performance in every area.
The start looked particularly difficult as well, and the warning signs were there even before the goal.
The goal's terrible. We have an easy header, we missed a header. The passage before the goal upset me even more. I think there were 4 or 5 occasions where we can actually show some moral courage and quality and take the ball down and play. We just kicked the ball back to Brighton. That's not a lack of... can speak about a lack of confidence or results not going our way. That's...
And we look at these match stats and we thought maybe in the second half they might change things around. Chelsea changed the formation. They obviously made a couple of substitutions. But when you look at this, how damning is that? Yeah, hugely damning. And it tells the story of where Chelsea are at the moment. Really vulnerable, low on confidence. This is the one. This is the one for me. The distance covered. I think it's been the story of their season. But like we said there, when times are tough, when your back's against the wall, you need to come out. That work ethic, it has to be there. It's the only way it gets you out of it. Then you start building confidence and a little bit of momentum. But we can see there you can take away, you can take out Cole Palmer, Esteval and João Pedro. 2 of them are your top goal scorers in the Premier League. And that's going to hurt, your expected goals and going forward. But as a team and you're working hard, that's damaging there for me in my eyes.
Listen, Steve, it's not just the result tonight, was it? It was the performance as well that went with it. I mean, you're saying about no goals, you're not going to score no goals when you have 0 shots on target. Yeah. The possession, the distance, You know, it shows that the Brighton player was just covering more distance, running a lot harder today. Like I said, he was second to everything tonight. I was excited before the game in terms of a shift of formation because I said in recent weeks it's not really been working. I thought it was even worse. I thought that they couldn't play that system, the back three, the back five. Just
4 or 5 months. Does that mean Chelsea have to pay him up for the rest of his contract? I've seen reports that it could be 20, 25 million pounds. That is not the case. I haven't seen his contract, but I know for a fact every contract at that kind of level would have a break clause in it. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to come to a resolution that is fair for Chelsea, but it's also fair for Liam Rosenior, even though he's lost his job.
It's huge. This is huge, Jimmy. I can see by your face you're shocked by this. You didn't expect him to go, did you?
I am shocked. I didn't expect it to happen this soon. I know that he was under pressure because, look, Chelsea is a big club.
Yeah.
They expect to win. It hasn't happened before, or it hasn't happened that long or long ago that they haven't scored this minimum goals.
Yeah. 5 games, they've not scored a goal.
5 games, yeah. So the stats are not in his favour. But then still, because he's been not that long at Chelsea, I would have thought that they would give him a little bit more time. They've got lots of injuries. The game against Man United, they were a little bit unlucky. They played really well. So yeah, I am a little bit surprised. But then on the other hand, I'm not, because it's football, it's results. The shirt is heavy,
Yeah.
you know. The supporters are used to winning a lot of trophies, used to see the team competing week in, week out. And the game of yesterday was poor. And that's why you could see him saying what he said. He acknowledged that.